For some of us, coffee and necessity are spun into the same coil. It launches our day through a taste bud explosion, leading to a brain tickle of caffeine. The routine is a calming and gentle reminder to just take a moment. Thailand is a place for the coffee lover. Numerous coffee havens in every district and almost every block. All unique and heavy in their individualistic personalities, but desperately consistent in their ability to pour good coffee. I could spend my waning years in Thailand, scooting around looking for my next coffee, followed by a bowl of curry, with seldom a feeling of disappointment or dissatisfaction about myself.
When I encountered the coffee cart lady on the streets of Bangkok, the answer as to why the coffee is so consistently excellent in Thailand was demystified. In Thailand, the process of making a cup of coffee is treated like a chemistry experiment. Each ingredient is measured on a tiny scale to obtain the correct water-to-coffee ratio, and each cup of coffee is made to order. The correct tools used for the right job? And the moka pot? It creates pure magic liquid. People don't seem to mind the wait for a decadent cup of satisfying coffee. Iced, hot, with or without milk, with or without sweetener or flavoring, whatever your preference, you can find it on the streets and in the alleyways of Thailand. On the hunt for a hidden coffee shop. Will it be so? Sounds like so. My drinks of choice is the Iced Orange Americano. Again, the ingredients measured exactly on the scale to make the coffee, combined with fresh squeezed orange juice from Thai oranges that are so flavorful on their own, this makes for a refreshing and surprisingly pleasing combination. Americano with dark roast. Thank you. When a coffee supply store is labeled a learning space, you know you are entering the realm of serious coffee enthusiasts. Hillkoff Coffee selected 18 satellite villages in northern Thailand in 1973 and put forth efforts to encourage villagers to farm Thai Arabica coffee as a cash crop rather than the opium which had flourished since the 1950s and had caused deforestation. Today, Hillkoff Coffee continues to thrive, creating some of the most complex and flavorful coffees in the world, with a focus on sustainability and improving the lives of the villagers who tend the crops. I can personally vouch for the richness of the flavors as I purchased several types of roasted beans and shed a small tear when the last of the grounds were poured into my moka pot.
Of these various juices, there are many we haven't tried before. We're going to try a couple things we haven't tried before. See what it's about.
And when you have tired of coffee, there is an abundance of other flavorful drinks in Thailand. So many menus filled with brightly colored drinks that appear rainbow brightish and Disney World-esque in their appearance with vivid colors. To give you a pick-me-up in the heat of a Thai afternoon, turn to one of the many bubble tea stands for an ice-cold flavored milk tea with tapioca bubbles. Quite reasonable at 25 baht, the equivalent of 73 US cents. I quickly learned the phrase Wan Nit Noi, little bit sweet, and Mei Wan, no sugar, as the Thai like their drinks sweet. Ooh-wee! If you forget to say either of these phrases when you order your drink, prepare to get a high-octane sugar rush. Green matcha tea, oh how I love thee. A unique flavor all its own, served in a variety of ways, as a hot latte, iced milk drink, and one of my personal favorites, an iced matcha espresso.
Katie, in her persistent magical way, finds us an early-to-open coffee and breakfast stop called Hai Te Ki. It is open loud to a busy intersection, owning the curve of a corner, just under an elevated freeway. In all ways welcoming to one and all. A regular crowd present daily, and obviously known by the staff, sits comfortably amongst the bustle of the space. As with all the best places, they have a limited menu done with practiced hands. We start with coffee, are presented with fried bread to sop up our leftover sweetened condensed milk, and poured tea to wash down our breakfast cooked and served in individual fry pans. The host, managing the front of house, has an ease and a definite motivation to make sure the clientele is happy, attended to, and educated in getting the most out of what they provide. We may have only been regulars for 3 days, but I doubt we could have felt more so after years of daily visits. Riding a scooter in Thailand can be mildly terrifying and all the way exhilarating. Cruising along in the country looking for the next out-of-the-way coffee shop is an exceedingly enjoyable and present-rooting experience. Going into the mountains or across the valleys is slightly surreal, and it's hard to imagine that locals do not carry a grin of satisfaction when making their way about by scooter or bike. The value and enjoyment of a thing is often increased by the effort put forth. We find ourselves riding to distant villages and hiking convoluted paths, all in the search for the treasure pots of hidden coffee shops. I often wonder about the lives these little places hold together. We are just 2 cups of coffee and their great pour of time in that spot. So, I'll take this opportunity to make a pitch to any publishing house or potential sponsors. Our portfolio is laid out before you. Let's do it. Throw a dime at us, and we'll jump on the scooter and put together the best and most comprehensive coffee table book of the coffee shops of Thailand. Gorgeous pictures, geographically mapped location, prose written well enough you'll think you drank the coffee, pondered life in the spaces, and smelled the baked goods. We could even throw in some good curry shots for good measure. Be forewarned, the deadline may get pushed out a time or two because the number of shops are plenty and the coffee delectable, and many have a view that requires time to value.
especially memorable coffee experience was a week we stayed in a wooden house perched on the hillside of a remote village in northern Thailand. We woke before sunrise, put a pot of water on the stove to boil, gathered our coffee gear, and headed out to the porch. What could be better than enjoying a pour-over coffee with a view like this? We're having a peaceful day of work here at the Slowbar Cafe. It always seems to be yard day no matter where we go. Every time.